will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Let's go. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
They'll run the toss. Past the 40. Turning on the Jets. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Off play action. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes for 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. No good. kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Just a short pass to the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking to pass. It's Allard. Got his man. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Drew Allard feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allard still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the first down. Release to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. As they come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Penn State and SMU squared off in one of the first college football playoff games at home on campus. Frigid day in Happy Valley, and certainly the Mustangs were frozen out.
Yeah, it started with the weather. It was cold in Happy Valley, and then obviously the turnovers, the interceptions. It was a bad day. It was a day they want to put behind them. But how about use it for some anger? Use it for motivation in a rematch, Jesse.
But I think back to that game, I just think of how Penn State's defense went out and absolutely dominated in that one. And you know, that's still an identity of this year's Penn State football team, and they've got to show up big today.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. They'll give it to the back. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The Mustangs will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Dropping back, it's Allard. Got a man, it's Pena. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on fourth.
The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A low line drive and short kick. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. back and ready to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Makes the grab. It's Hudson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Looking to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
And I love when you make no bones about it. Bring in the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen, give it to the fullback, let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. UCF pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Knights did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Singleton. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Quick step and go. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air, it's Aller. Looking left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. This time it's complete. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throwaway.
Now on the move. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Hudson. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Hudson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw. It's Allard. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards, and now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connections, and the defense putting it on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. Quarterback making checks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cooper. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. To the air, it's Jennings. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. The 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got the quick pass. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Fair catch, called for and made. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Working that wide receiver screen. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Quick strike complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Coming out with it, it's Saunders. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Allard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The throw to the outside is complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the...
It's a running room. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass to catch.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Allen. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
On the run, it's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Handoff to the lone back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Nittany Lions need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. The play action fake. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And this one is perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. They'll run the screen. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Picks up the first down, still moving. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Handoff to the single running back. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Penn State 10, SMU 7.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. QB draw. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He'll be stopped and knocked out of bounds, short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. That's caught. It's Brinson. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker. Late in the game.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut this dude down.
Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to throw, it's Allard. Spits it out to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, ready for the 1st down. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Bust through behind his pass, and he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to pound their way in. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he doesn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
And then try to get the defense off balance and go out wide, and they were ready. Just like 1st down, just like 2nd down. They gave up some yards on this drive, but really bowed their neck up, and a big 4th down decision looming for this offense.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. This offense will start doing business from their own 18-yard line on first down. To the air, it's Jennings. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum going, right? Defense did a great job. They held serve, got you the football back, Jesse. Let's go get some points.
I'm curious to see how they're going to do this. Are they going to be aggressive after the defense got the stop and take a shot? Or are they going to try to be more conservative here and bleed the clock?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
When you talk about versatility of the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Absolutely perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Illinois is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Jeff George should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Arizona State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Jennings. He wants a big play here late. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Ready, set. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And the quarterback takes a knee. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.